What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Lil Black Mario, and we're back at it again. So today I'm bringing you guys episode 8. So this is the final episode to wrap up with the series I've been writing. So in the opening scene, what I have is it's Batman, Commissioner Gordon, and it's Selina Kyle. And essentially what's happening is they're taking Victor Zsasz into custody. And what happens is once Victor Zsasz is in custody, Batman and Commissioner Gordon, they start having a conversation about like what the next steps is to get rid of the corruption in Gotham. And then after that, what happens is Batman, he tells Commissioner Gordon that, hey, like, I have to keep on pushing myself to keep on trying to get rid of the corruption in Gotham. And he says that he's willing to work with, Commissioner Gordon and the politicians and the police essentially in Gotham to help him get rid of the corruption in Gotham. So after that, what I have is while Commissioner Gordon and Batman are having this conversation, there's a broadcast that comes on in the background. And in the broadcast, a news reporter, she's talking about the Falcone and the Maroni family and like the kind of power grab war that's been going on with them. So while that's going on, you see Selina Kyle, like she's looking at the broadcast like going on. And when the broadcast comes on, she realizes that Sophia is the daughter of her father, which is a part of the Falcone family. So she's like, oh, like she realized like, hey, like I should reach out to her, like try to like convince her like, hey, like she should do her own thing and not follow in the footsteps of her father. So the second scene that I have is after all that's done, Batman and Selina, they kind of go their separate ways. So they kind of have this discussion where they're just like, hey, like, if you ever need anything, like, I'm here for you. And then Sophia's like, she's going to do her own thing. Well, not Sophia. Selina, she says that she's going to do her own thing. And Batman, he goes back into the Batcave. So once he gets back to the Batcave, him and Alfred, they have this discussion where Alfred kind of lets him know that the Penguin has been doing these different things to try to grab power in Gotham and try to be the top dog in Gotham. And Batman is essentially trying to figure out what steps he's going to take to get rid of the Penguin and try to take Penguin down as the head kingpin. So while that's going on, Gordon, he calls Batman, he notifies him that the councilwoman from the previous Batman, the second Batman, the young black woman, her and Commissioner Gordon, they want to have a conversation with Batman about getting rid of corruption in Gotham and saying that instead of them going against Batman and them need to work together as one unit so that way they can get rid of the corruption. So while that's going on, Batman says before he's on the phone call and before that he says, oh, I'm going to go visit Crown Point to see exactly what happened and what took place before I go have the conversation with Councilwoman and Commissioner Gordon. So in the third scene, what I have is once Batman gets to Crown Point, he investigates the crime scene of the explosion that happened in the Penguin. So he doesn't know that the Penguin was the reason for this explosion. He just sees a big hole in the ground and he's investigating what happened and what led up to this happening. So when he gets there, he's investigating the underground tunnels and he sees the Bliss, which was the kind of drug that Penguin using to try to grab power in Gotham. And he sees that there's leftover residue from that and there's leftover residue from a car, like a random car that had the explosive in it. So while this is going on, Alfred is sitting in the Batcave and he's looking through Batman's cowl and he sees what's going on and he's trying to investigate that. And while he's investigating, he sees different fingerprints and he's saying that the fingerprints, one set belongs to Sophia Falcone and other fingerprints belong to the Penguin and like his associates that was down there. And essentially what Batman is trying to realize is that somebody down there was running an operation where somebody didn't like the Penguin, what he was doing, and they try to get rid of the Penguin. So when he sees that there's leftover residue in a car and there's like a piece of clothing. And in a piece of clothing, it's one of the henchmen that was working for Sophia. And he decides that, oh, Sophia and this henchman that was working with her, he's trying to get rid of what the Penguin was doing. And the Penguin tried to stop what Sophia was trying to do. So after that, what I have is, in the fourth scene, what I have is, as Batman is putting these steps together, he's on his way to the conversation with Councilwoman and Commissioner Gordon. And when he gets there, he lets Alfred know, like, hey, like, keep an eye out to make sure of what the Penguin is doing because the Penguin could be doing anything to lead up into the corrupt, like, trying to further his power grab in the corruption of Gotham. So while he's on his way to the Commissioner Gordon and the Councilwoman, he's talking to Alfred. And Alfred lets him know that, hey, the Penguin just got released and Sophia just got put back in Arkham. So once he gets to the meeting with Councilwoman and Councilwoman and Commissioner Gordon, while they're having this conversation, you see a silhouette of somebody looking at them. And when they're having the conversation, the Councilwoman is saying, "Hey, the Penguin, he was doing this and this in Gotham," and the Commissioner Gordon's like, "Hey, well, we need to take care of this so that way this doesn't happen." And Batman's listening to them. And then the silhouette, you see somebody watching Batman the whole time. And the person that finds out that is watching the, Batman and Commissioner and all of them at the one time is the Joker. And then that's how I ended.